Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been with us before, welcome back. If you just slid by, saw the title, decide to click on welcome, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully y'all can hear me out here with all these beautiful waves here in Barbados. But today I have a story time about what has happened here on vacation today. So if y'all new here, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. And if y'all been with us before, make sure you drop a like in that like box and comment. And if you don't know, here on Key to Travel, we like our story times. And today is like no other. We're going to be doing a story time. So today's story time is just like the title says, when hubby got pressed in Barbados. So before we start this story time, I want y'all to go ahead and get y'all snacks, get y'all drinks, because I have mine here at Barbados. And if you haven't seen our video, our story time, check out that link where it gives you majority of my story time. So while I try to press this leaf out and make it right, we gonna go ahead and get into this story time. First, I need to give y'all some back story on this story time. Alright, so while y'all get y'all drinks and everything, I'm gonna get ready to tell y'all the backstory, so stay tuned. Alright, y'all. Oh, wait a minute. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Turning my microphone back on. I think my microphone dead. I hope not, y'all. But anywho, let me go ahead and give y'all the story time. Me and hubby have been looking for a restaurant on the island since we've been here, because we've been at all inclusive, yes. But when you're at all inclusive, you still want some of the local dishes, right? So we've been like riding around looking for all the local restaurants here on the island. And we found the place where they do the Friday night fish fries. And they have different restaurants and everything like that. Well, we went the day before to another part of the island where we thought was it, but it wasn't. And we tried this restaurant and it was okay, but we wanted a particular dish, which was macaroni pie. So when we went back to our hotel the day before, we had macaroni pie at the hotel. Talking about delicious. It was so freaking good. So we was like, okay, they were like, nah, you gotta top it by going to this other place, right? So it was like, okay, but we was checking out that hotel and we were going to another hotel that morning. So it was like, okay, we're going to try it at the place that they told us, which was where the fish fry was in all these different restaurants, right? So me and hubby went ahead, checked out our hotel and everything, and decided to head down to that place. Well, when we headed down that place, it was raining, so we decided not to go and eat there that day. That we were just going to go back to our hotel and we was going to try it the following day. Y'all, we head down to try it that following day, and when we get down there, like the place that we went to, the people were really, really rude, and everybody was like doing their own thing. Like we literally stood there for like 20 minutes trying to get food, right? So we walked out or whatever. And then we came back, and hubby was like, well, that's the place that everybody's saying it's very good. So we was walking back past it. A gentleman was like, ex-hubby, can you help or whatever? I was like, no, I kind of know where I'm going or whatever, because we was going back into that restaurant. So when we went back into that restaurant, still we were waiting and waiting. So the person at so they were like, what you want? And I was like, well, do they have a menu? And they were like, it's on the board outside. So we went outside to the board, and when we were outside at the board, the guy came back. That had told hubby, had asked where we were going or whatever, and hubby had told him where we were going. So when we got to the board, he was standing there at the board. And he pretty much told hubby, he was like, I was trying to tell you where you were going or whatever, something to that effect. And hubby was like, yeah, he was like, but you act like you already know where you were going. But obviously we knew where we were going because we were at the place that we were going to, right? So hubby was like, okay, you know, like whatever. So we still looking at the menu or whatnot. So the guy said to him, like he like start trying to like have like a little attitude, right? So I was like, oh, thank you, you know, trying to diffuse the situation. So hubby was like chilling at first, and so then the guy, you know, made it known that if he would have just listened, then, you know, we would have been where we wanted to be, which we were at the place that we wanted to be. It wasn't like we were lost and couldn't find the place. We were where we wanted to be, right? So the guy, you know, steadily talking to hubby, you know, had to kind of slick slide, you know, check him a little bit, you know. And so I'm like, well, maybe he didn't mean it like that. Maybe it's just, you know, and he was like, nah, because he was pressing, right? So, so we go back into the restaurant. And when we go back into the restaurant, they still taking forever to give us, you know, our order or whatnot. So me and hubby just walked off and we went to another restaurant, found a better restaurant. Food was excellent, and it was so nice and more peaceful. And it was only like a couple of steps away from where we were. I'm not gonna put the place on blast because I do not want y'all to come to Barbados and be hating on the people looking for the old man, right? Because he was a little older. He might have been our age, to be honest with you. I don't know how old the man is. I don't really care. But all I know is I don't want y'all to go out here pressing him, so I'm not going to give y'all the name of the restaurant. And I'm not going to down the restaurant, even though they were only really taking care of locals, and they wasn't really trying to take care of the people that were standing there waiting to be served. So that's why we went to the next restaurant. But the other restaurant that we did go to, I forgot the name of it, but if you check out my vlog, I did pin her in my vlog because her food was excellent. Will I tell you excellent? Excellent. So I'm not going to down them, I'm not going to knock them, but you know, it is what it is, and that's what happened, and that's how we got pressed here in Barbados. So if you haven't watched my Barbados vlog, y'all make sure y'all look forward to seeing that, and check out my shorts, y'all. I've been on them, you hear me? And we've been going live, so check out my lives. And also, if you want to hear more story times, from me, and sometimes we're going to do story times with hubby, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.